Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Adriana DC. Season greetings to all my family and friends here on YouTube. Tonight's video, I am going to be giving you my top 10 fragrances in my perfume collection that smells like Christmas to me, that give me Christmas vibe, that puts me in the mood for Christmas. Now, Christmas for everybody can be fairly subjective. Some people have different practices, different culture for Christmas. But I want to give you guys the fragrances in my perfume collection that I associate with either a Christmas dish or a Christmas vibe, maybe the spices or whatever may have you. All these fragrances give me the vibe of something that I do or look forward to during the Christmas season, or scents that I associate with that feeling of Christmas. So if you guys are interested in seeing my top 10 Christmas fragrances, then by all means keep on watching. If you guys are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that notification bell so that way you will be notified every single time I upload. And for those of you who are my returning subscribers, thank you guys for your continuous love and support. Let's just get into it. So the first fragrance in my perfume collection that gives me Christmas vibes is Casamorati Italica, you guys. This perfume essentially smells like a fruity, warm, a little bit spiced pie. Okay, that's what I get from this perfume. It smells like a warm fruit cake or a fruit pie. And for us Caribbean folks, my mom in particular, who's from Jamaica, she likes this like a fruit cake. So you have the rum cake, which of course you blend the fruits and soak it in rum and put it in the rum cake. But there is a much more heftier, fruitier version of the rum cake where you can actually taste the pieces of the fruits in the fruit cake. My mom loves a fruit cake, and this fragrance gives me the vibe of a fruit cake vibe. Of course, you get the very prominent sweet fruity notes in the top, okay? But there is I know there is some saffron mixing with the almond in here. So saffron and almond and some milky touches. Something in the heart of this perfume reminds me of a fruit cake, the essence of the fruit cake, the scent, the smell, the vibe. Everything about this perfume just gives me that vibe, you guys. And for me, this reminds me of just that. The fruit cake, we usually eat it during Christmas time. Obviously, you can eat it any other time during the year, but this is the time of year where we actually bake this particular cake, and it's associated with the Christmas season for us. So Casamorati Italica gives me, Christmas fruitcake vibes in my opinion. So this perfume definitely gives me a feel of Christmas or a Christmas vibe. It is a scent that I would actually wear on Christmas Day because it definitely fits that type of occasion. So this is Casamorati Italica. Next up, we have Material by Amouage, you guys. And this is a spicy, warm, vanilla, benzoin, and labdanum smelling perfume. Now, I think I bought this fragrance like last year, and I haven't been wearing it throughout the year. I pulled it out the other day and I doused myself in it, and I think I probably laid down afterwards or something. I could smell it on the inside of whatever it was I was wearing, and it had the most cozy, warm, spicy, sweet essence to it. And what came to mind, there is a bun, a spiced bun that we eat mostly in the Easter time. It's mostly it's like an Easter bun, okay? And you eat it with cheese, but we don't only eat this bun in Easter time. We eat it whenever we get it. And of course, my mom being from Jamaica, because this is essentially a Jamaican spice bun, of course we eat it during the Christmas time, especially, you guys. It's just like a really nice, it kind of like it reminds you of home, or my mom's home. It just gives you that nice cozy holiday feel, in my opinion. And this smells like a Christmas spice. It smells like an Easter spice bun. Now there's also another bun that has more fruits inside of it, that's much more chunkier, again quite similar to the fruit cakes as well. And both of them, it kind of gives you the same vibe, okay? This fragrance, in my opinion, gives me a spiced bun vibe, but not like, like the prominent cinnamon and, not like Angel Shares. This is not like the Angel Share vibe. The spice bun that I'm talking about is not the same vibe. It's something different. It's much more sweeter and warmer, light spice to it, not heavy on the cinnamon. And for me, you guys, this fragrance with its warm, spicy, sweet vanilla touches and the labdanum in particular in the base, this fragrance reminds me of just that and gives me a holiday kind of festive feel in my opinion. So Material by Amouage definitely gives me a Christmas season or festive vibes in my opinion. So this is Material by Amouage. Next up we have Billie Eilish, you guys, and this one is a very intoxicatingly sweet, spicy vanilla fragrance with the essence of cacao. Okay, there are some fruity elements in here, so but let me tell you what I get from this perfume. You know when you're baking a chocolate cake, okay, and the batter, before you add the flour, you whisk the butter and the sugar together and you add the cacao powder with the essence and the egg and stuff like that. I remember days of being in the kitchen baking with my aunt, especially during the Christmas time. And after she pours out the cake into the baking pan, and you lick the cake pan, you lick the bowl that she mixed up all the ingredients, and when you lick it, the essence that you get is the same smell that I get from Billie Eilish. Something very warm and sweet with the essence of the cacao powder, with the spices and the essence and the vanilla. We mix them together. That gives you a really warm and cozy, intoxicating feel to it. And this, for me, it gives me just that, you guys. It gives me those exact feelings, that exact vibe. So for me, Billie Eilish definitely gives me the vibe of baking cake during the Christmas time, which is when we in particular do a lot more baking than usual, because it's that one season to celebrate. Birthdays you celebrate as well, but for Christmas you just take it to town. You butcher a whole hog and you cook the whole day. I'm just joking. It's that time when you get your curry goat and everything, and you know it's a really big festive feast. Is that time to overeat? Is that time where your diet goes out the door? Is that time you eat endless cake enough that it can just roll you down the hill afterwards, okay, like a barrel? So this fragrance definitely gives me, it's like the chocolate cake batter vibes. It gives me the chocolate cake, but not that rich chocolate cake. It's more like I would say chocolate cakes has different variations. The batter, the essence that this fragrance reminds me of is more of a light chocolate cake essence in my opinion, and I love the smell of this beautiful scent. So Billie Eilish gives me baking cake during the Christmas time vibes. Next up we have Spicydelice by J.U.S Parfums, you guys. This fragrance definitely gives me Christmas vibes, you guys. Okay, this is a spicy, boozy cardamom vanilla fragrance. Okay, I think there's some clarification here, so it is aromatic, it is strong, it is punchy, a little bit on the harsh side. And let me just tell you what I associate this fragrance with. Okay, rum cake. We faithfully bake our rum cake during the Christmas time. There is one part of the mixture where you blend cloves, the lemon rind, you add some molasses, and of course you mix up some more spice. You mix up some nutmeg and some spices together, and then of course you blend in the fruits that you've had soaking in rum for like a couple months, because that's how we do it. We soak the fruits in the rum for a couple months and we blend it up with all these ingredients that I just mentioned. This is the vibe that I get from this fragrance. When you blend up the rum cake, it has like a very, it's not that sweet, because the rum cakes aren't that sweet. We want it to be more rummy and boozy, so there is some sweetness to it, but what you have is loads of spices, and again you blend those cloves, so you have that aromatic, very strong, you know, very like spice like essence to it before you add your flour and everything else and make it into, you know, the end product. This fragrance gives me the vibe of blending up a rum cake, you guys. This is a beautiful fragrance to pull for during the winter season, the Christmas season on a whole. And again, I do have a discount code for this fragrance, you guys, Adriana10. Feel free to check it out in the description box, or any other fragrance that you want to explore from J.U.S Parfums. Do check it out, you guys. But this is an absolutely scrumptious fragrance. If you guys love cardamom, you love your spicy perfumes with a nice sweet boozy touch to it, because this fragrance does get boozy in the heart. I love that about this fragrance. So for me, Spicydelice by J.U.S Parfums definitely gives me Christmas vibes. Next up we have Angel Shears, you guys. Of course, Angel Shears, this spicy, boozy, cinnamon-esque apple pie fragrance. It's the generous dose of cinnamon in this perfume that gives you, you know, endless Christmas vibes, you guys. Something about this perfume, okay? It smells like an apple pie with essence of cinnamon. It smells like the cinnamon and the spices that you put in like a pudding. Because we like to make our sweet potato pudding during the Christmas time. And the cinnamon in here, so it gives you that. Because again, when it comes to baking these Christmas pies and stuff like that, and these, not pies, because we don't do a lot of pies, we do puddings, or we do like a cake, you guys. Endless cinnamon, again, and you have the rummy aspect of this particular perfume. This fragrance reminds me of a lot of different aspects of Christmas, you guys. It's a beautiful, scrumptious fragrance to pull for during the Christmas season, and I definitely associate this perfume with Christmas on a whole, because there's so many aspects of it that, you know, we put into cooking. So yeah, Angel Shares will and forever be a, you know, a favorite selection to pull for during the Christmas season. Next up, we have Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli. This spicy, intoxicating, boozy, creme brulee, sugary, sweet vanilla and patchouli smelling perfume. Everything about this fragrance just gives me, you know, Christmas holiday vibes. I want to say the closest thing I associate this fragrance to is a sweet potato pudding, you guys. Again, with the sweet potato pudding. The sweet potato pudding, it has like a coarse texture to it because it's grated sweet potato, baked, okay? And the top layer has like, it's not like smooth like a cake. It's a very different texture. It's a little bit grainy when you eat it, and it is to die for, you guys. This definitely gives me the vibe. The brown sugar essence in here is what gives me that, you know, sweet potato pudding vibe, because we use brown sugar. It has like an overall brown color to the sweet potato pudding. Everything about this perfume gives me Christmas vibes. And of course, the closest thing that I associate this particular scent profile to is our sweet potato pudding, you guys. Love this perfume, and I look forward to wearing this fragrance throughout the Christmas season. This is Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli. Next up, we have Sora Dora's Janie, you guys. Let me tell you, this fragrance is inspired by recipes on a whole, but what it actually smells like is the kitchen. It smells like you're in the kitchen baking your cinnamon pies, cinnamon pastries. It smells like it has some apricots and some peaches, and that's what I get. I get like an apricot peachy essence with some sugar sprinkled on it, some cinnamon. It smells syrupy. You know, you can kind of get like an apple cinnamon, an apple syrupy essence. It smells like waking up to the scent of a pastry being baked in the morning time. Just think about it, waking up to the warm, sweet essence of someone baking pastries in the kitchen on Christmas morning. This is the vibe I get from this perfume. Now, a lot of people are saying this doesn't smell like an apple pie. I don't necessarily get apple pie, but the apple sauce, like the sauce that you use when you're making an apple pastry or something like that, that's what I get. I do, however, get the apricots and the peaches in here, so with the spices and the cinnamon and that sweet essence to it. This is a very intoxicating gourmand fragrance, and the reason why this fragrance is so satisfying, it doesn't smell edible, but it smells delicious. But it's actually the aromas of a cake or pastry being baked, so it smells like the actual kitchen. That's why this perfume is so intoxicating. It is such a beautiful fragrance. It is nostalgic, and it kind of like resonates with, you know, your memory that you have of waking up to the scent of smelling, you know, someone baking, you know, in a kitchen or something of the sort. So Janie for me definitely gives me Christmas vibes, you guys. It's a beautiful gourmand fragrance that's just absolutely intoxicating, you guys. So this is Janie by Sora Dora. Next up, we have Tonka Cola by Mancera, you guys. Something about this perfume just gives me Christmas vibes. I think it's that heavy dose of cinnamon. This is a spicy cinnamon cherry cola fragrance. The tone of this perfume, the essence of this fragrance, of course it smells like a cherry cola, okay? But there's something about this perfume that just gives me a Christmas vibe. It's like, it smells like Christmas shopping in the mall during Christmas season. And of course, you stop at McDonald's or something like that, and you grab yourself a cherry cola, and you walk into the mall watching all the Christmas lights, you know, all the people rushing around doing their bits and bobs. This is the vibe I get from this fragrance. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a heavy dose of cinnamon as well that I cannot, again, associate so much with, like, you know, those Christmas spices. But everything about this perfume definitely gives me, you know, like Christmas vibes in my opinion. So yeah, I love the way this perfume smells. It's powdery, it's dry, and yeah, it definitely gives me a feeling of Christmas. It's, again, it's warm, it's sweet. It's not giving me like gourmand vibes. It's just giving me, you know, like, again, it's the vibe. It's the vibe and the energy of this fragrance that I associate most with Christmas, in my opinion. So this is Tonka Cola by Mancera. Next up, we have Miss Dior's Le Parfum, and this is actually discontinued. This is a concentrated version of Miss Dior, and for me, this is a spicy ambery rose patchouli and vanilla smelling fragrance. Okay, it smells upscale, expensive. You get the ambery touches really strong, very prominent rose essence in here. So with the vanilla, this perfume, it smells like a perfume shop. It smells like the mall. It smells like perfume shopping during the Christmas season in the mall. You know, like when you walk through the mall and they make sure to spray up, you know, the most beautiful scented fragrance, the most beautiful scent in the ear. So when you walk past, you can't help but be engulfed by the most beautiful scent ever, that you just have to stop and ask, hey, what scent is that in the ear? This is what this fragrance reminds me of. It reminds me of Christmas shopping in a mall or in a department in a mall during the Christmas season, you guys, where with the beautiful, you know, fragrances that's kind of blowing you guys out, that with the most beautiful fragrances in the ear. And for me, you guys, what better present to give somebody other than a perfume, you guys? So for me, this reminds me of gift shopping in a perfume store or in the mall during the Christmas season. So Miss Dior Le Parfum, this perfume definitely gives me Christmas shopping vibes, you guys. Next up, we have Billie Eilish No. 2, you guys. And this is a spicy ebony wood Palo Santo smelling perfume. What do I associate this fragrance with during Christmas time? This smells like the dry air outside on Christmas days, okay? Now, of course, in England, it's cold. It's a bit more cold. But in the Caribbean, it's a bit more warm. It's a slight chill, but with still the warmth in the air. You smell the earthiness, the woodiness from the trees, okay? And it's like, it's a little bit colder, so you get a different feel for on a regular day in the Caribbean. But Christmas nights in the Caribbean, the air gets a little bit chilly, a little bit cooler, and you get the dryness, you get the woody elements, you get the earthy touches, you know, in the atmosphere. And this is what, you know, this is what those Christmas days and nights in the Caribbean smells like to me. Something about the Palo Santo, okay? Something about the Palo Santo in this fragrance has a beautiful smell to it. This is an absolutely beautiful, somewhat nostalgic fragrance in my opinion, but it definitely reminds me of, you know, the Christmas air, the Christmas atmosphere in the Caribbean, you guys. So this is Billie Eilish No. 2. And there you have it, you guys. These are my top 10 Christmas fragrances in my perfume collection that remind me of Christmas, you guys. Let me know what fragrances give you Christmas vibes. What fragrances that you guys associate with that feeling of Christmas or anything surrounding Christmas at all. These fragrances all give me different aspects of Christmas, whether it's the air, the atmosphere, you know, baking in the kitchen, a cake or a pie or a pudding or whatever. All these perfumes give me those beautiful Christmas vibes, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If in fact you did, please give me a very big thumbs up. If you guys are new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that notification bell so that way you will be notified every single time I upload. And for those of you who are my returning subscribers, thank you guys for your continuous support. And until next time, see you guys in my very next video. Bye.